make the playoffs first? They have to go through the play-in tournament where you're one bad shooting game, one bad foul trouble to your star game away from being out. I think they have a pretty damn high ceiling when they get their whole team together, but they're running out of time, and the first step is like, get into the playoffs. When is this losing going to stop?
So how would you assess the concern here, Big Perk? I can't make up my mind. Zach is confused with it. What are you thinking about Brooklyn as you watch them right now?
Well, let me put it to y'all this way. Do we realize that the playoffs started last night? Because of the play-in tournament, we have to realize playoff basketball started last night. Every game matters. You have all teams across the NBA that are fighting to try to get in the play-in tournament or get out of the play-in tournament. So right now you're looking at the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm looking at them sitting at the 8th seed, like Zach said, with their scheduling coming with their schedule being as tough as it is in the next couple weeks. And then we don't know when this Ben Simmons going to play. We don't know when Kevin Durant is going to be back. And then the big question is, we don't know what type of shape Ben Simmons is going to be in. We haven't seen Ben Simmons play in over 7 months. He haven't touched a basketball court and played a full game in 7 months. And they have less than 30 games to get it together. The way that the Eastern Conference is looking right now, the way that the Chicago Bulls, the Boston Celtics, the 76ers, the Toronto Raptors, all these teams are looking pretty damn good. I'll tell you what. The Brooklyn Nets are walking a fine line because if they get into the play-in tournament and they have to face a young team like the Atlanta Hawks or the Charlotte Hornets, it could go either way and they could possibly not make the playoffs.
That would really be something. We will have them tomorrow night on ABC in Milwaukee, which should be an interesting game. Kyrie will be there, and we'll see what we can glean from this. That said, very quickly, before I move on to other business, Zach, what is the ceiling? The question on there is, what are they if they are at full strength? Can you envision a world where they are the first of the options that you just brought up, where those guys all do come together, they do meld relatively quickly, and this team is actually in the NBA Finals?
I can. I think they're that good when they're all together. The Joe Harris injury is an underrated variable here. I think they really need him. But even without him, Simmons, Durant, Kyrie, healthy, engaged, playing every game with shooting around them, is dangerous enough to make the finals no matter what their road is. But like Perk said, they have 22 games left to get this together. Their road is going to be really tough. So I don't think I would pick them over Milwaukee or even Miami. We'll have to see what Philly looks like. But yes, that is a possible outcome.
There are so many variables in all of this, many of which they themselves do not control. Meanwhile, Perk, you told me 2 weeks ago, if the Sixers get James Harden, they become your team to beat in the Eastern Conference. Well, they got him, and tonight they have announced he will play his first game in a Philadelphia uniform. Big Perk, what are the Sixers going to be with Harden and Embiid together?
Well, one, they have the best duo in the NBA. Two, we're going to see Joel Embiid get so many easy buckets. Those contested tools that he have to take and make that before James Harden got there, those are going to be uncontested. Wide open layups. You know why, Greeny? Because James Harden have embraced the role of actually playing the point guard position. Remember, last year we had the same question about how would James Harden fit with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Who would sacrifice? James Harden did. He arguably was the best point guard in the NBA. So sit back tonight. I want you to pop your popcorn or eat your peanuts or whatever you do, wiggle your toes like that, and just watch the show. It's going to be a fantastic show.
What are the Sixers in your mind? Sorry, Big Perk. What are the Sixers in your mind, Zach? As you look in the East, you just ran through. Milwaukee feels like a favorite. Miami has been the best team all the way through. The Bulls have been terrific, and we're going to show you their highlights a little bit. DeRozan had another huge night last night. Where is Philly right now in all this in your mind?
An absolute threat to win the championship. Look, Perk said it. We can sit there and dissect the alleged fit issues between Harden and Embiid on offense. You know what solves fit issues? Having 2 of the 10 or 12 best players in the league and maybe the MVP frontrunner. Talent solves fit. If anything, I'm looking at how this looks on defense and the guys around them. Do they make enough threes? Do they make enough shots to get the spacing right for Harden and Embiid? There are things to iron out, but the ceiling of those two guys, and I agree, we saw Harden go to a new team last year and buy into, I don't have to score all the points. I don't have to dribble all the time. I'll be the point guard. I think we're going to see that kind of deference toward Embiid, at least early in his Sixers tenure.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.